Savage Psychotica. Come insane. Be psychotic. Tell me how many lights you see.
Tell me, how many lights do you see? That's a significant question. And I'll tell you one day where that came from. Okay? That's a pretty good question too. Anyway, turn this down a little bit. So how many lights do you see? What do you see that's right in front of you? That's obvious, but someone's trying to tell you differently. How you doing today, y'all? How y'all doing? You really think I care? Do you really think I care how you're doing? Because, to be honest, how many of us really do care how that person is doing when we walk down the street or we walk up into the building? Hey, how you doing? Do you really care how they're doing? I mean, I know you don't want to see anything bad happen to a person, but do you really care how they're doing? How the kids are doing, how the husband is doing, how the wife is doing. Really, do you care? Do they care, Pam? I doubt it. I mean, I'm just being honest. Let's just be honest, folks. Let's just be honest. Do we really care? I don't know if I like this mic or not. Let me try this mic. How do I sound on this mic? Do I sound better on this mic, y'all? Maybe. I don't like to lean over though, so I'm gonna use this one. I'll use them both. Alright, do I really care? How many of us really care, y'all? I was looking at something on TV earlier today, so I looked at it myself. I looked at it on my own. Hold on, let me fix this, because I ain't boom. That one. Let me change this. I want y'all to see this, okay? Check this out. Letter to the editor. This is involving Massey lady. Sonya Mason. Sonya Massey, I'm so sorry. Sonya Massey. Or Sonya Massey. Sonya Massey. Letter to the editor. Does anyone care about Sean Grayson's family? Or what horrifying reality they are dealing with? Okay, so there's the picture. That's the cop. All right, there's the picture. So let's read that title over again. Letter to the editor. Does anyone care about Sean Grayson's family or what horrifying reality they are dealing with? All right, let's get down here to this letter. Because, the gall, the audacity, the gall. Let's zoom in. First to the protesters. Okay, like you have some authority. The actual attitude. First to the protesters. The way she said that. First to the protesters. Oh, let me go further. What are you protesting? I wanna just start off right now by cussing, but I'm not gonna do that. What are you protesting? Because I've avoided even talking about this whole thing. I've avoided it because I've just avoided everyone has said so much, But I am absolutely amazed at the attitude that this woman has. What are you protesting? We're protesting that dude in your family We're protesting that. Well, they're protesting that. They're protesting it. Sean is in jail. Charges are filed. Trial date to be set. And punishment to be applied. Sean is not going anywhere, so please knock off wearing out your sweat glands. So please, okay, number one, Sean is not going anywhere, so please knock off wearing out your sweat glands. So please, okay. Sean is not going anywhere, comma. So please, comma, knock off wearing out your sweat glands. And opened another sentence and said, so please take your signs and go home and just be humans. I'm going to start right there. I'm going to stop right there. Okay? I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to address that sentence and just be that phrase and just be humans and just be humans. I have an IQ of 141, a little above average. It takes a low IQ, intelligent quotient, to be a racist. You've got to be one of no intelligence at all. When you're trying to hold someone responsible for the color of their skin. No one can help how they are the color of their skin. No one can help that. No one can help the color of their skin. Did you have a hand in the color of your skin? Were you there in conference? Did you make a plan? Did you offer up any input at all? Control any aspect of? Added any ingredient to the makeup of the color of your skin? No, you did not. The Bible says, and God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. There's a picture that NASA has released of the Hubble telescope with the image of the galaxies and stars 1 billion years ago. In other words, if you look at this picture, you are looking into the past. And that is God. So I can imagine when he said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, if there was more than one color involved. You're really showing your ignorance when you parade around the planet thinking that you are superior to the other and thinking that you had some input in the color of your skin. Your IQ must be like 70 or 80. I mean, you've got to be psychotic to think that you had some input in the color of your skin, and you did not. That's psychotic. So, to be a racist is to be a non-thinker. You just can't get past that base. That's interesting. And it's so interesting. And just be human. My goodness. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. There were so many cultures, colors, and involved in that, because God is everything. There's every culture on this planet has their image of God. Can you imagine every culture on this planet having just one image of their Lord? They're all thinking the same. I want to go to heaven. Whatever they call it is still what we call it, heaven. So I'm just saying, no, I'm not just saying, I am saying, let us make man in our image. There were so many things involved with that to think that you were, and interestingly enough, we take it so, we just scratch the surface, because even us, I found that we would argue, our argument would be, well, Africa is the birthplace of man and all that. You're just looking at a place. You're just looking at a place. It's just a place on the planet. It is a place on the planet. I can get into that later. Yeah, it's a place on the planet. However, there was more than you involved. There was more than me involved. Every man, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. I'm gonna leave that right there.